Again with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around the globe for a long time. They're up by 25 over Iowa State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on every... Oh, what a grab by the defense! Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over first and 10.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. The give as they work on that clock. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Boston College 38, East Carolina.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Running with power. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd down, going up top. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one?
Got it in stride inside the 20. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Man, they have been great on 4th down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Boston College will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They feasted at Magnolia Table, they've ridden the boats down the Brazos, and now they're ready for their Baylor Bears to go to work here inside McLean Stadium in Waco, Texas. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Memphis Tigers taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bears offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And that pass is intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. From the gun, the ground game. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Memphis wants to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Memphis! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Coming after him. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Finds his back in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
And I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. To the air, it's Kramer. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The option look. He'll pitch it. And into the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires left. He's got an open man. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And as a defense, you have to be aware, just because this guy lines up all the way to the right, that doesn't mean he's going to run routes all the way across your face. They lost track of him, and because of that, it was a big...
And he hauls it in inside the 30. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Tigers! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll try the left side. And the Bears get enough to move the chains.
Another Baylor.
That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. To the ground. He's got it again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's third down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on fourth.
Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. They're bringing heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They get him down after he makes a catch. Memphis wants to move quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Pulls it in. It's gained. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Across the 25, he's got room. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.